Hi everyone, welcome to Rika's podcast. 皆さん、今日は Rika's podcast へお越しいただきありがとうございます。This is a podcast where I talk about whatever that pops into my head in English and Japanese bilingual mode. この番組では私リカが日々の思いなどを思いつくままに台本なしで英語と日本語でまったりとお話ししています。So grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you want and just kick back and listen. お好きなお飲み物でも召し上がりながらぜひ聞いてください。Alright then, let's jump in.Hello everyone, welcome to Rika's podcast. It's Saturday morning over here, August 23rd, 8月23日土曜日の朝でございます。It's kind of gray outside and I've been feeling a little under the weather since yesterday morning. なんか昨日の朝からちょっとこうエネルギー不足と言いますか、I feel really unmotivated for some reason and seeing so many things on my plate, but I just cannot get into it. もうやることは山ほどあるのに全然やる気が起きない昨日の朝からということで、I know that sometimes it's very important to recharge, but yeah, I'm just slowly taking it easy for now. まあちょっとね、そういう時は無理せずゆっくりしようかななんて思いながら Yeah, I did some stuff in the morning. I just vacuumed the floor, watered the plants, fed the fish, that sort of things. And I also had toast with avocado on it. My favorite kind of breakfast. まあ掃除機かけたり洗濯したりとかある程度のことはしてで大好きなアボカドトーストを朝食べたっていうことで hoping to have more motivation kicking in pretty soon もう少ししたらモチベーション上がってくるのかなもうそれとも今日もダラダラ過ごすのかななんて思いながら座ってますけどProbably it's something to do with the summer fatigue 夏バテっぽくなってるのかなっていう気もしますなんとなく I just blame the heat That's what I do はい今日はですね今日のエピソードは特別編ということで I talk with Evanエヴァンお友達のエヴァンもうここにも何回か登場してもらっているエヴァンと一緒に何のシナリオもなく何を話そうとかではなくもう we just kind of talked about stuff and、ねいろんなところに広がっていくと思いますのでそれをお楽しみいただければと思います Okay, I hope you enjoy me and Evan talking about stuff なのでほとんど英語となっておりますお楽しみください Alright then, let's dive in Hi, well we have Evan here on the show today
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, whatever applies to you.
Welcome back, Evan. Thank you for coming. I think it's better this way. How have you been? Do you remember everybody? Maybe some people don't know who you are. Would you like to give a brief introduction of yourself?
Sure. Hello, everyone. Nice to have you listening again, or if it's your first time, hello, nice to meet you. My name is Evan.I live in Hyuga City in Miyazaki Prefecture. I've lived there for a little over 5 years. I am an ALT, which means I teach English in public schools in Japan. And I enjoy playing the guitar, playing video games, drinking coffee, and going to cafes.And I also currently am studying Japanese calligraphy. Thank you very much.
エヴァンはね、もう何回か出演していただいてるんですけれども、Now that Evan is on vacation up until next week かな、I asked him to come into my face-to-face lesson this morning, and we had lots of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's very energetic and kind and excited and willing to try English, you know.
Yes, so it was fun. And then after that, we actually went for lunch. We went to this place I can never remember the name of. Naya Cafe in Nobeoka City. Very nice vibe. I really loved it there. And we had this lunch set with lots of different dishes. It was very filling.
Yes.
And great presentation. Would you like to describe what the cafe was like?
Yeah, the cafe was very like bare bones aesthetic. So you could see many of the wooden beams that support the building. They're exposed, which is very in vogue now. It's very in style. And it kind of felt like a fancy farmhouse.
Yeah, fancy farmhouse for sure.
Farmhouse chic. It's very stylish and very nice. And it feels very homey.
Very cozy.
Very cozy and comfortable and not pretentious. Some cafes are very pretentious sometimes.
What do you mean by pretentious?
Like it feels like I'm not good enough to be there.
Oh, okay.
You know, it feels very like too high class where I feel like I'm some poor country boy. Like, what am I doing here? Everyone's staring at me like I don't have money and I don't belong.
But this place is so easy to kind of fit in, blend in.
Oh yeah, it's very just relaxing and like being at home.
そうね、すっごくいい感じの。I think like this is a renovated, right, place. And 古民家風のね。で、なんだろうね。The vibe itself is just so welcoming, and then you feel like you can stay there for a very long time. So, and dishes that we had, I think the main part was the hamburger steak. It was really tasty. And around that, they have like all different veggies. And do you remember anything about that?
Yeah, I remember there was very delicious like potatoes and vegetables with hijiki. And very good rice. Rice with many
15枚The grains.
Yeah, rice with many grains in it. Very healthy, very tasty, and it adds a little extra texture to the rice. And there was a pumpkin.
Yeah.
What was it?
More like a glutton kind of thing. It's baked.
With cheese, like
it was hot.
Like a pumpkin gratin.
そうとGoya that you didn't really like.
I'm not a fan of Goya. It's not the cafe's fault. Any Goya, I'm not a huge fan.
But you finished it in the end.
Of course, like I can eat Goya.
But
it's just not my preference.
And it has a itsy-bitsy plate of natto, a very fancy-looking natto.
Yes.
At first, we didn't know what it was, but we smelled it. It's like, okay, definitely natto.
Yeah, and like when I picked it up, I could see the kind of sticky strings, much like a spider web. Like, oh, it is natto. And, you know, it wasn't bad.
Not bad at all.
I'm not a big fan of natto either. But it was fine.
It's all about the presentation, like I was saying when we were looking at the dishes. It's so beautiful looking, and it makes it, you know, tastier than actually is. So because I don't really do that kind of thing at home, so it kind of reminded me how important the presentation can be.
Absolutely. I mean, it kind of makes you excited to eat it when you see something that looks so nice. Like, oh yeah, this is so nice. I can't wait to eat this.
Yeah, so good.
And also, and it came with a dessert. Well, it didn't come with a dessert.
Yeah,
we had dessert.
Yes.
And it was pistachio cake.
That was just beyond
divine,
out of the world. I've had this pistachio cake. I think this is the signature cake at this place, and I've had it. I was like, I just fell in love with it because it was so tasty. Not like the cake that you can get in any other cake shop in Japan. More like an American style, I would say.
Yeah, because I think a lot of cake shops like to do like souffle style cakes, very spongy
Japan,
and soft and airy cakes. This is not that.
Dense,
It's very dense,
very rich,
and rich and delightful. So if you go to this place, you should go with an empty stomach.
Yeah.
Because it's when you look at the presentation and the food, it doesn't look like a lot, but it's deceiving. It's much more than you think.
Yeah.
Because afterward, I struggled to stand up and walk.
Still kind of struggling.
A little bit. Kind of had to move slowly just in case things move a little too quickly in my body.
そうなんですよ。でもエヴァンはめっちゃスローイーターだから、I had to wait for a while for him to finish all the dishes, and I didn't mind it. It's just that.
Totally doesn't mind it. Yeah, totally.
Of course not. I was just kind of waiting, and then we have the dessert, and then you ordered this glass of what was it called?
It was like an orange, kind of like a sour soda. It had fruit pulp in it because they give you a muddler in the glass.
So you
and
have
say,
to
please
kind of
stir
stir
it.
it. Yeah.
It was very tasty.
What
Quite
was the name of the
ダイダイ
ダイのね、なんかサワー系のドリンクを冷たいやつをエヴァンは頼んで、I had a cup of cafe latte, hot cafe latte to go with the cake, but so because it was in a gigantic glass for you, so it took more than その飲むのもまた遅いの。
Yeah, your cafe au lait was, you know, a very small, delicate mug, and then they gave me my glass in this tall, huge, very like tropical Hawaiian glass type thing, and I'm like, oh my.
It looks more like cocktail to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge. This is way more liquid than what you got. So, and I'm a slow drinker, so I could feel Rika's pain.
No, I didn't mind it. Yeah, it was a nice place anyway, so I could sit there for hours, I guess. But yeah, this place is quite popular, so you have to make a reservation in advance, and that really makes sense. 美味しかった。
Oh, yeah, it was delightful. Thank you for taking me.
そう。まあね、I would like to take Evan out once in a while, but it's been overdue, so I really. But we did go out. Yes, it was for Beer Garden the other day.
That's right.
Yes, but it was with a lot of students. So, but anyway, so I don't really know what we're going to talk about other than lunch.
Well, I can tell you that, assuming I do a good job, next week hopefully is my, how should I say, like seishou chance, like my chance to finish the current kanji I'm writing for calligraphy class.
What kanji are you writing?
I'm currently writing hane.
Hane?
Hane.
Hane. Prosperity?
Yes,
Okay.
prosperity.
難しいね。
It's quite difficult, and the A is the old A, not the current one.
What is the old A? I don't even
It's
know.
got like a, you know, fire, and then poo, fu. It's an older style of the kanji. I guess people don't use it anymore. But it's a complicated kanji, and I'm writing in gyosho, so the more kind of cursive style.
Wow.
And several weeks I've been writing it, and I'm still not good enough for my teacher to say, okay, you're done. Not yet.
So you take this class like maybe once a week now?
Once a week.
But you practice at home at the same time?
I should.
You should.
I don't. Maybe I would be better if I practiced at home too. But I don't know, for some reason in class I feel like the mood is better to write. I don't really do it at home. Again, I should. I feel like I would improve more if I practiced outside of class. But you know, it's challenging, but it's teaches good discipline and kind of patience with yourself.
I haven't done calligraphy in a long time, so I don't really remember what it was like because it was at school. But it was such a hassle just bringing in all these stuff with me to try Nanda. You have to really prepare and then be in presence to actually start doing the calligraphy.
Yeah.
You cannot really be distracted by other stuff, and I mean, you have to really focus on what you're doing.
That is true. Even though in my class, it's not always quiet. So, I mean, because some of the other classmates are high school students or junior high school students, and sometimes they talk a lot. But that's fine. Like, I don't mind it. But it's not, I guess, a traditional, silent, super disciplined class.
More casual. Yeah.
It's a little more casual. I mean, the teacher is still just as serious about calligraphy, I think, as any other teacher. But the environment is a little more casual.
So they've got the students, the little ones too? Or, okay.
From, I think any age is okay. The youngest I've seen is maybe first or second grade. And the oldest is maybe in their 70s. So quite the range.
Sounds
But
good.
It is very hard, and there's no perfection. There's no correct way to do it. Like, I feel like it's strange because, you know, kanji, like any alphabet or writing characters, there is a standard. However, even if you write it perfectly in terms of how it looks in a dictionary, that doesn't mean it's good or complete. Sometimes it has no impact or no emotion. It doesn't make you feel anything, and so it's not good enough. So it's surprisingly more artistic in that sense, more subjective than I ever would have thought. Because I've had several times where I wrote kanji and showed my teacher, and she said, the way you wrote it is good, but I don't feel anything.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna jump off a bridge. but I get what she means.
It's more like an art.
Yeah, it's less writing and more artwork in a way.
そうね。So how do you put your, I mean, like, how do you make it better when the teacher says something like that? There's not enough emotion here.
I think when I try to write it again, I think less and just kind of do it. Maybe it's more in the attitude of how I approach writing it. I feel like that comes out in the final product. Because many times I write very slowly and carefully because I want to get it correct. But that's not the most important thing, apparently, is maybe the impact and also the balance of it.
That sounds hard.
I mean, I don't think it's quite as hard as I'm making it sound, but it is not easy.
So it's like you're like in a Zen mood. Not that extreme, maybe.
Maybe not quite, but to a degree. It's more like you're fully concentrated on it in that moment. That's where you are. And then afterwards you finish writing and you look at it and you think, man, this would look really good in the trash can. Because this is awful.
That's good. I mean, like, you enjoy that, I guess.
I do, yeah. And I feel like it's a good way to kind of focus your mind in general.
Yeah, I need to do something like that.
Because I don't do that enough, I think. A lot of the entertainment that I consume is kind of mindless in a sense, or you don't have to think too hard. So I think this helps balance that aspect out in my life.
I need something like that. I'm always distracted. I really need to put myself in some situation where I don't really, nothing bothers me. But how do you do that?
It's different for everyone, right? I mean, for me, like before and after writing something, very easily distracted, or I'll talk about something. But while I'm writing it, I only do that and focus on that until I finish it. Because I think people's attention spans are going away.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
We did.
Maybe last time. Yeah. And then how, our attention span is getting shorter and shorter, and then there's almost nothing now. It's just, everything is just too convenient. And this morning I was making, we did a bingo today, bingo sheet I was making on my computer, and then for some reason printer stopped working, and then I had to handwrite everything. だからビンゴシート定規使って with the ruler I had to draw the lines and grids, and also I had to handwrite the instructions. ですごいめんどくさと思いながらやってたけどbut that's what we used to do. I mean, like before I had my computer and printer. So
yeah, I think also kind of to that point, we take for granted how to do anything in an analog way.
So
because everything's so easy now. And printer doesn't work. You need to write it with my hands. Like, what?
And no other choice. Yeah, it's just kind of a good reminder of like sometimes you have to do the things you don't want to do, and it takes time. But in the end, it works out fine. Like you don't really have to use the technology to help out, but you could actually do it if you have no choice. So but that's what I've been doing. I think we talked about that before as well, but AI, right? So I use ChatGPT and AI, and they help me so much. But at the same time, I would never want them to take my job away. With the human touch, maybe students might be able to enjoy more of what they're doing. So that's what happened this morning, actually. Do you use AI?
A tiny bit. Sometimes I use it just for my own entertainment, because I know there's a big debate right now about AI with art, and I know especially a lot of artists, they specifically try to not use AI or maybe even boycott or not support anyone that uses AI because it takes away the artists from the art. And I understand that. But I mean, sometimes I've used AI to make pictures just for myself, for my own entertainment. Like I would never use AI to make art for something that I would, maybe sell commercially or make money off of. I don't think that would be right. But I use AI to get ideas.
Right.
Sometimes, whether it's for music or art or
certainly is helpful. Yes. Yeah, we've been talking about this with my students this week about AI models now on Vogue.
On Vogue.
Yes, the magazine, the Vogue.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like physical, like people models. Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then it's being controversial, of course. Like the people think that there will be no more models needed, or the photographer even. That can be done with your fingertip, right? I mean, everything is just, and then they look pretty much the same with the perfect looking models, the human models. So it was, for me, it was too perfect. But some models are like that, too perfect. I mean, like
especially with modeling, right? There's so much editing and touching up that happens after the photos that.
So it's just easy. Just start off with the AI and then just with the finishing touch, and everything is done in a minute, I'm sure. But at the same time, I can feel for those people who want to stay in their career, being the model, being the photographers. So I don't know. So we're talking with my students in class that now that these jobs might disappear in the future, what jobs will actually stay? So what job would you recommend for these little kids to become in the future? For sure, like I don't know which jobs will be here.
I mean, I guess definitely anything that a computer can't do, like even like the classics, like a police officer or a firefighter or something. Like I can't ever see AI taking over in that regard. I mean, you see like sometimes videos from China, like they're working on robots that are like
they're actually entertaining.
They're entertaining, but clearly they've got a long way to go.
Right.
I mean, when you talk about people who are like software engineers or something, or that's maybe a little scarier for someone who's worried about AI. But I think still AI has its limits, and there are only like AI is definitely not perfected. right? And even with like art, like I've seen, you see like mangled hands and weird like, why does he have 6 toes?
Generated. It's still happening now.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of anything in the electronic or digital sphere, I think, is in more danger of AI taking over. So I think for kids now going into those careers, I think they need to try to somehow make themselves more indispensable. For example, like YouTubers. I think you could very easily make AI YouTubers now.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like a real human doing it is, of course, better. But depending on what kind of content you make, let's say, make yourself, wanted, I guess, in a sense that isn't really replicatable.
Yeah. そうね。
I mean, easier said than done.
Easier said than done, of course, yeah. But it feels like so many jobs will be taken over.
Yeah.
Especially simple tasks. I mean, like, that's good that the simple task could be handled by AI, and then the human beings can deal with more complicated tasks. Maybe that's okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the natural progression of things, right? Like you make a factory and you make machines that can do one task. That's, in a way, that's a kind of AI, very old AI, because it's automatically doing something that people had to do before. And then it just gets more advanced and more advanced to now, where maybe a lot of AI programs can think much faster and more accurately than people can. But AI doesn't get where it is going without people making it.
Very true. Yes. How about like the other end? I mean, like maybe you could make this AI.
I guess you could.
Or maybe they could develop themselves. They can, I'm sure.
I'm sure at some point they'll be able to develop themselves.
So what happened in the end? They will be controlling us.
Yeah. Are you worried about the robot uprising?
So, not really worried, but I can see maybe it could happen, because everything that happens in front of our eyes nowadays is just insanely, insane. I mean, like ChatGPT last year, ChatGPT now are quite a difference. I mean, quite advanced. So it's like evolving every single day or minute.
Yeah. It's scary how fast
it was
the technology evolves.
Yeah. So I use, ChatGPT on a daily basis, and then I was telling my student, Kuniko, my student, and who doesn't know anything about it. So I was like showing her how you can use it and have fun with that talking. I mean, like the voice version of the ChatGPT talking in Japanese, and she looked so surprised. She was like literally shocked. Like, what? ここまでできるの? Yeah, so without knowing, I think not many people are kind of aware of the fast advance of AI.
Yeah, and I do worry. I think we briefly mentioned this earlier, but AI, I think the better AI gets, the less we think. And I worry about especially young people, because I see posts and videos online about maybe college students, they use AI to write their essays. Or I even saw a video where in class, I think a student used AI to make flashcards from like 4 or 5 videos a professor sent them, and so they didn't even bother watching the videos. And then the teacher saw that and asked her what happened, and she said, I made AI to make flashcards. And he told her, no, get out of the class. Like, you're not going to use AI in my class. And I kind of agree with the teacher. So you can't use something to learn for you,
Yeah. I mean, like, how you use it is important.
It's the application, right? Yeah, how you use it is.
I don't mind my students using AI. I'm like, as long as they write their sentences in English to try out, and then have them correct your English, and that's totally fine. It could be a very powerful tool to learn the language itself, but just throwing it all on AI is not gonna work.
Because then you don't learn anything.
No.
AI is a good tool.
Yeah.
and it should stay at that. Just a tool, not the means by which you do something.
So every time I use ChatGPT to do something, and I feel like I'm not evolving anymore. So if I use ChatGPT one time, and I would read books for 5 minutes or something because I want to fill in that gap. Now that
you gotta rebalance yourself.
So. I get kind of worried. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm not doing enough. I'm not using my brain enough, and it's so strange. I know it, but I can't help but doing it.
Okay. For every 5 minutes I use ChatGPT, I go outside and I pick a fruit off a tree.
So do something
balance
human.
Balance it out.
Yeah. そうなんだよね。Yeah, but some teachers, I heard that from my high school students, they told me that some teachers actually don't mind them using AI.
Interesting.
Yeah, because this is actually the trend and it's not going to go back to where we were.
Very true.
So you just have to make use of it so that you will get used to using AI for whatever you're doing. So.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure there's got to be a way, I'm sure, for people to know, like, if something was generated by AI, because I know, like, for example, when I was in college and high school, when we wrote essays, sometimes we had to submit it to this program that checks your essay, and if it finds enough exact matching sentences and stuff, it will say, like, we don't think you wrote this. We think you just copy and pasted this.
It's pretty obvious.
Like a plagiarism software to catch people.
わかる。
And because some professors, they required us, you must put it through this first.
Okay.
And if it's fine, then you can submit it. And I wonder if maybe sometimes there will be something like that where maybe there's not a watermark, but some sort of maybe digital footprint on something that gets made that says this was made by AI. So people can know.
Yeah.
But I wonder, maybe that already exists.
I think
I don't know.
that already exists. Yes. It's pretty obvious if the AI did it or not. But I'm sure that there's a way to get out of it as well.
Sure.
So for like the AI that we are talking about, AI models, right? So if it has, this is AI model, then people will lose interest in that, I think.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
But then if you don't say it's an AI model, and it is an AI model, well, I guess that's ethically ambiguous.
So yeah. This is an interesting world we live in right now, for sure.
Yeah. And like even now, the calligraphy class I take, I don't think AI could teach me. Like I think AI could explain it or maybe show me videos that it generates, but that's not the same as having a teacher sit with you and explain to you in a way that you understand how to do something. I guess that kind of comes back full circle. People are necessary.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to ask you is the topic that we've been talking about in class. Was it last week? Talking about matcha. Matcha being so popular worldwide, and that the matcha price is skyrocketing right now in Japan, and there is a scarcity now that people cannot buy matcha as much as anymore. Do you like matcha?
Yeah, I like matcha.
Do you think there is a trend that they actually have lots of matcha flavored cake and?
I think matcha is becoming more popular, especially in America. Like when I was still living in America, matcha was available, but it wasn't everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you went to Starbucks, you could still get a matcha latte, but it wasn't by any means the most popular drink or anything.
But now it is, I think.
It's, I guess, just more and more popular, or maybe what they combine matcha with makes it perhaps more palatable for people who don't like the bitter taste. But I do think it's becoming much more popular, which understandably would make prices go up.
Yeah. And matcha is more, I think it's harder to make, produce. I think we drink zencha, which is Japanese tea, much more, and the matcha is very little, I think, when you compare with the production itself. So, yeah.
That's interesting you say that, because I saw a video on Instagram the other day. It was a Japanese person who went to America, and they tried a matcha latte, and immediately her face was like, this is not matcha, like this does not taste right. And I'm like, is it because it's foreign matcha or maybe just that type in general? I don't know, but I wonder, maybe does it taste different based on what you just said, like maybe the way it's made or cultivated?
I'm not really familiar with matcha itself, but with the Japanese tea, for example, I was in San Francisco one day. I was like really, really thirsty. I was craving for tea, and I went into 7-Eleven and found a bottle of oyocha. Yes, so I was like, oh, I got it, and I just gulped it down, and it was very sweet. I had to spit it out because it was sweetened green tea, and then maybe more people in the States are used to the sweet green tea, and maybe sweet matcha flavored latte and things like that. So. And their matcha and then the matcha that we consume here for tea ceremony, I think is totally different because it's not sweetened and it's the authentic taste of it. So
very true.
So do they actually want matcha, or are they gonna be happy just the Japanese tea?
That's a good question, because I feel like kind of like what you said, maybe a lot of matcha that people have is westernized, so maybe some flavors are changed or added along the way. Because maybe then if they come to Japan and try matcha, this isn't matcha. This isn't the matcha I know and fell in love with. So, this is an abomination.
Now that we don't have enough matcha to sell or export, and I think that China is actually thinking about producing matcha so that they can sell, but I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I'm actually surprised they haven't already started.
They might have already, I don't know. Yes, but it was kind of interesting that the demand is so huge now. Probably one of the reasons is matcha, the color of the green matcha looks healthier. Or Instagrammable?
Yeah, it's maybe more visually appealing or just interesting. Like, oh, what's this crazy new foreign thing? Matcha. What?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's going to last for a long time or it's just a fad. But hoping that it will not affect so much of the tea industry in Japan. That's what I was thinking.
I do wonder.
People are just coming to Japan and buying them in bulk and then getting them back home. That's what I hear. So, yeah.
Wow. I mean, even when I've vacationed in Japan before, as a souvenir, I bought Japanese matcha for people back home because here's authentic Japanese matcha. Please try it. But I wonder if you do that times 1 million.
That's a lot, We're thinking about the over tourism now, so how much they're bringing it back home, right? But that was kind of interesting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, AI and matcha, what a great combination.
And hopefully AI cannot make matcha.
Maybe not. I don't see that's happening anytime soon.
Yeah, hopefully that collab doesn't happen. AI, try this AI generated matcha.
AI generated matcha.
How does it taste? Digital.
I guess what AI cannot do, the jobs that they cannot take over, is something to do with the smell.
I guess so. Yeah, I feel like anything in the physical world,
like a texture or taste, something. Sure. I guess maybe that kind of thing. Because I might not be able to.
I don't know. I think you could program AI to make some of these things, but I feel like as a program, it's not going to really understand maybe nuances and the intricacies in making something like food or drinks that a person would. I'm not saying that AI wouldn't be able to do it and it wouldn't taste good. I just feel like it's missing something.
Okay, interesting. Oh, it's been very fun talking to you.
Likewise.
Yeah, I would love to welcome you back on the show again.
I'd be happy to reappear. Like a magician's rabbit, I guess. I'd be happy to be back anytime.
Wonderful. 今日はエヴァンと AI とお茶についてお話ししました。それでは see you next time.
Have a wonderful day or night. Bye.